Hi, everybody. Welcome to Swain County High School on a beautiful Tuesday night, and it's time for Smoky Mountain Conference baseball as the Maroon Devils are getting ready to host the Murphy Bulldogs, and we're ready to rock and roll as, again, the opening top of the first inning is going to be Tommy Crape starting off, leading off for the Murphy Bulldogs here. And on the mound for the Maroon Devils is going to be one of the guys who's been getting it done all year, Braden Ruhe. He wears number 1 for a reason. The right-hander opens up with a strike one as we get things just underway. And there's a hard shot to the shortstop, drop, picked up, and we can't handle it. So it's going to be an error to get things underway here in the top of the first inning. So Crapes is on with an error here for the Murphy Bulldogs. Crapes is the starting first baseman for the Dogs. And again, talking to their head coach and good guy over there, Tyler Edwards, assisted by Darren Cook and Joey Curry. A good bunch of guys. We always have a good chat with the opposing coaches, and Coach Tyler is a good guy, no doubt about it. Hitting now is going to be Alex Roldan. And Alex on the season having a good year, hitting .364. Talking about Crapes, who led off, not a bad year either. Hitting .250 with 18 runs, 6 hits, a double, and 18 stolen bases, or 18 walks rather. 18 walks on the year for these Murphy Bulldogs. He takes a big lead over at first base, and he takes off. Attempted bunt, and coming up throwing, and on a one-hop, not even close, as Carter Hayes blocked it. A tough pitch to try to do anything with as far as throwing down to second on the stolen base by Tommy Crapes. On with an error, now down at second with a stolen base, and just like that, little things can make a big difference in the baseball contest. Again, at the plate for the Bulldogs now, Alex Roldan. And he's going to be on the mound. We'll tell you more about his stats in just a few. As he steps back into the batter's box, on deck is going to be Adam Cook, the starting shortstop for the Dogs. Oh, he got hit in the back. So there's an HBP, if you will, hit by pitch. And just like that, with an error and a hit batter, the Maroon Devils in somewhat of a hole here on the top of the first inning with nobody out and now 2 on. Adam Cook, the starting shortstop, hitting for the Bulldogs. Zach Scogan is going to be on deck. Adam Cook on the year for the Bulldogs. Let's looking at his numbers, and man, he's not a guy you want to pitch to with 2 on and no out. Adam Cook hitting .500. He's the team leader in batting average. He's also the team leader in a lot of other categories. An attempted bunt. And it looks like it's going to be a foul ball as the umpire will send the runners back as they were taken off. But Adam Cook leads the team in batting average with .500, leads Murphy in hits with 19, leads Murphy in RBIs with 19, and also the leader in doubles with 2. So the junior, Adam Cook, hitting in the third spot, one of the big sticks on this Bulldog team. Pitch in for a strike, throw down to third. It's going to be getting through as Hayes throws it left of the third baseman. So just like that, the Bulldogs are on, and the Maroon Devils have 2 quick errors and a hit batter, and the Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead here with some defensive problems in the top of the first inning. So the throw down to third was wide, as again, Crapes was going hard from second, and during all that, advancing over to first is going to be Alex Roldan, as Adam Cook is in the batter's box, and a very scary bat he has there with a quick 1-2 count, nobody out. Zach Scogan is going to be on deck now for the Bulldogs, and they're solid white with some gold trim. Off-speed pitch missing as the count runs 2-2 now. A lot of baseball this week. After today, of course, Swain will be traveling to Murphy this week. Oh, there's a swing and a miss. Looks like it bounced actually off the catcher's mask. So swing and a miss, and the count runs full at 3-2. No out. 1-0 Murphy lead. Again, a shaky start defensively for the Maroon Devils. Hopefully the Maroon Devils can settle down and get it done. But this Murphy team is not one to take lightly. There's a reaching swing that's going to be a foul ball out of play off the bat of Cook. Skogan on deck. Talking about Murphy and the Smoky Mountain Conference, right now the team to beat is Hayesville. They're undefeated, 9-0. Robbinsville in second place at 7-1. Swain is 4-3. Hiwassee Dam and Murphy are tied at 4-4 in conference play with Andrews and Cherokee winless. There's another foul ball off the bat of Adam Cook. So again, right now, Hayesville in the driver's seat with a one-game lead over Robbinsville. And Robbinsville is at Hayesville today and will host Hayesville on Friday. So those are two big games in the conference standings. There's a pitch inside for a ball. Count runs 3-2. And, of course, the Maroon Devils at 4-3 still have a lot to say about the conference race with two games against Murphy this week, two games against Hiwassee Dam next week. There's a reaching high pop just at the shortstop and a good catch down there by Rowan Ellis for out number one. So Cook reaching, pops it up to the shortstop, one down. But again, Murphy with an error to open things up on the Maroon Devil defense, and then a stolen base, and then a hit batter, and then another error. Now with a 1-0 lead with one down. Zach Skogan batting now for the Bulldogs on the season. Skogan hitting 200, 1 RBI, couple of doubles, so he's got some pop, 9 runs and 5 hits on the year for the Murphy Bulldogs. For the senior, 5 seniors on this Bulldog team, but it's really overall a young team, 8 freshmen. And again, some of these guys really contribute, like Zach Hogsett, Cameron Clem, Aiden Williams, Colton Morgan, just a few of the freshmen. So again, in a lot of ways, very young team. There's a shot into left field, and this one's going to be just foul. Man, that was well hit and would have been trouble over there in left field for Will Holden, even though Will runs very well. That was a line drive, but fortunately for the Maroon Devils goes foul. 1-1 the count now, 1 out. Still down at second base is Alex Roldan. On deck is going to be Cameron Clem, the left fielder for the Bulldogs. Zach Skogan in the batter's box right now. The Bulldog center fielder, and now he falls behind 1-2 count with 1 out. But again, a really, really nice day for baseball, and he's hit. So the second batter is hit now. Skogan hit in the left thigh as he kind of turns. Not if you're going to get hit, that's probably a good place to get hit, if you know what I mean. There's never a good place, but Skogan is now on first. So the Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Cameron Clem, the batter. And this year for the Bulldogs, Clem hitting .241, 13 runs scored, 7 hits, 9 RBIs, 1 double. And there's a high ball that's going to be deep, and it's going to be against the fence in left field. Here comes the throw back in. 1 run is in, and with a stand-up double is going to be Cameron Clem with a double and a big RBI as well. So now Murphy with a quick 2-0 lead. That ball was well hit right at the .330 mark in left center field off the bat of Cameron Clem, and that's going to bring up Zach Hogsett. And the Bulldogs now with a 2-0 lead with 1 out. Zach for the Murphy Bulldogs hitting .154, 7 runs scored, 4 hits, 7 RBIs, and a double on the year. And it's also one of their pitchers, 5 innings pitched on the year. There's a foul ball. But on the mound tonight is going to be Alex Roldan for the Murphy Bulldogs. And Roldan, one of the top dogs, if I can use that term. Colton Morgan and Alex Roldan are the 2 guys with the most innings pitched for Murphy. More on that later. Pitch in the dirt. And again, Braden Ruwe trying to get out of this very difficult first inning. Still only 1 out. A 2-0 Murphy lead. Couple of batters hit, couple of errors, and it's been a tough start. There's a ball between shortstop and third. Going to be in for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home. And no question about it, no chance on the throw as the throw gets back in. But Clem is going to score. And the Murphy Bulldogs again off to a great start offensively. Batting now is going to be Colton Morgan. So 2 consecutive hits for the Bulldogs and a couple of RBIs to go with those hits by Clem and Hogsett. Colton Morgan now batting for Murphy. Attempted bunt right back to the pitcher. He's got a play down at second. And, it gets through. The throw gets through. And rounding second, coming on into third, is going to be Hogsett. And, man, if anything can go wrong for the Maroon Devils defensively here in the first inning, it has gone wrong. It has been a really, really, really hard start. That throw, I couldn't tell if the second baseman just couldn't handle it in his glove or if it was wide. It went to the first base side of the bag on the throw down on the forced play at second base. So there's a meeting in the infield. The guys get together, and I'm sure a couple of those seniors talking about, of course, guys who have been playing a lot of baseball for the Maroon Devils. Carter Hayes, one of those guys. And, of course, Braden Rue, probably telling each other, hey, look, let's settle down. Let's put this behind us, and let's get it done. So now it's going to be Aiden Williams batting for the Bulldogs. Throw down to second. This one is caught and out at second base on the attempted steal is going to be Colton Morgan. So the Maroon Devils with a good throw from Carter Hayes. One hops into second base. Good coverage back there again by Jones Robinson. Covering the bag and applying the tag. So now 2 out. 1-0 the count on Aiden Williams for Murphy. Still a runner on third base. Foul ball off his bat. 1-1 the count. Aiden on the season, good bat, hitting 300. 9 hits on the year, 6 RBIs, a double. Again, a freshman, 8 freshmen on this Bulldog team. That's a lot. And now still a runner at third base. Zach Hogsett still at third for the Bulldogs. And a base hit obviously would give Murphy a quick 5-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. A tough start defensively for the Swain High Maroon Devils. There's a check swing, and that's going to be, I think, going to go as a ball. Check swing will go 3-1 the count with 2 out. Braden Rue will tell you more about his stats coming up in just a few. It's been a tough first inning. There's a high pop-up, going to be deep second base, and it's going to be caught. And back there doing a good job, Jones Robinson went back probably 15 feet on the grass, way over behind second base to pull that in and avoid another Bulldog run. But again, a very rough top of the first inning for the Maroon Devils. And the Murphy Bulldogs, of course, loving it as they have a 4-0 lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning after this timeout. Fans, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the first inning. The Maroon Devils, after again a tough top of the first inning with a 4-0 deficit now, we'll see Jones Robinson lead off here. And he takes that pitch for a quick 0-2 count to get things underway against the Murphy Bulldogs here. And again, we'll talk about some of the stats here. Jones having a good year at the plate, hitting .333. Another freshman who is, again, getting things done. There's a swing and a miss for a strike 3. As the freshman Jones Robinson goes down swinging for 1 down. Rowan Ellis hitting now, the Maroon Devils shortstop. Jones this year again, or check that, Rowan Ellis, the junior, hitting .188, 13 runs scored for Rowan with 6 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 double, 10 stolen bases though. One of the jackrabbits, if you will, road runners on the base paths. As again, he and Lawson Woodard are the stolen base leaders with 10 apiece for the Maroon Devils. And we may need some of those stolen bases here tonight. A lot of baseball coming up, though. We're just getting started. One bad inning will not, in some cases, lose the ball game, but got to answer back and get it rolling offensively. Braden Rue is going to be on deck, hitting in the number 3 spot. Carter Hayes will be hitting number 4. As again, Coach Mike Verano in the box down at third base with the signals as Rowan Ellis sticks in the batter's box. Quick 3-0 count. And there's ball number 4. So the first walk of the night. So the Maroon Devil pitcher kind of hitting the Murphy Bulldog batters. And right now, Alex Roldan, the Bulldog pitcher, giving up a walk here in the second batter as Braden Rue will come to the plate. Braden having a great year in so many ways, hitting .351 with 15 runs scored. That leads the team. 15 RBIs, 13 hits, 4 doubles, and 2 big home runs for this Maroon Devil baseball team. Talking about stolen bases, throw down to second. It's going to get through. Rounding second and coming on in after sliding, and now sliding safely into third base. And still the throw gets through, but this time a short fence over here in front of the Maroon Devil dugout on the third base side. So all of a sudden, Jones Robinson with 2 stolen bases. Of course, again, a throwing error. So already we've seen throwing errors down at second base for both teams here in the first inning. 4-0. Bulldogs in the lead, but now the Maroon Devils trying to answer back. Braden Rue at the plate. Takes a pitch for a ball. As now down at third base with nobody out, it's going to be Rowan Ellis. Carter Hayes is going to be on deck, and we know what he can do. There's a shot into right field. It's playable, and it's going to be dropped out there, though. Right fielder can't get a glove on it, scoring easily from third. And now holding at second with a stand-up double is going to be Braden Rue. Big double to knock in a run, and Braden with his 5th double on the season now for the Maroon Devils. And again, a tough play out there in right field for the Murphy Bulldogs. Out there was Colton Morgan. I think the ball kind of hit off one of those deals that kind of hit off the tip of his glove and just couldn't pull it in. So now both teams having some defensive situations. Carter Hayes batting. And all the way back almost to the warning track is going to be the right fielder back there again, Colton Morgan, and with good reason. Carter Hayes, last game we broadcast, hit 2 home runs over the right field fence and almost a third that went foul out there over the right field fence. This ball getting through and hustling on down to third base now. Easily is going to be Braden Rue. So Rue down at third. 1 out. And Carter Hayes, the big bat at the plate for the Maroon Devils, and he does have a big bat, leading the team, hitting .375. Team leader in 15 hits, team leader in RBIs with 16. There's a foul ball behind the plate, out of play. Also, Carter leads the team with 3 home runs and also with 5 doubles on the year. Also has scored 11 runs. Talking about runs scored in the JV game earlier today, Swain County winning over Invest Academy 6-3, and a big home run in that ball game by Aiden Smiley. He hit one over the fence in left center field in that ball game. Of course, Aiden is going to be hitting for the varsity here in just a little bit, as he's going to be the DH. So, but again, we were here watching that JV game, and Smiley crushed one over the left center field fence, and now on with a walk is going to be Carter Hayes. So again, a little turn in tables, but almost same results. Murphy had two batters hit by pitches in the top of the first inning. Now our Maroon Devils have two batters walked in the bottom of the first inning. 4-1 ball game. Maroon Devils now with runners at first and third with one out. And Will Holden, the batter. So it has been a wild game in a lot of ways here. Will Holden hitting .361. Good, solid year hitting for the freshman. Here's a throw that was faked down to second base. Carter Hayes took off, and with a runner on third, you got to be careful. So no throw, but sliding in safely is going to be Carter Hayes. So now the Maroon Devils, two guys in scoring position. Holden, .361. There's a ground ball to third. They go to first with the force play, and everybody else advances, including the runner scoring from third, as Braden Ruhe scores from third. Carter Hayes heads on down to third from second base, and now it's a 4-2 ball game. So Will Holden with a grounder to third base gets an RBI. Two out now for the Maroon Devils. Forrest Schuler batting. 4-2 score. Murphy in the lead. Pitch in the dirt. Carter Hayes coming hard from third base, and he's going to score standing up. So again, defensive issues haunting both teams right now, and it's a 4-3 ball game. And again, some of these runs have been the result of defensive issues here in the first inning. Two out. Forrest Schuler at the plate on the year. Solid bat, .364. Batting average, 11 runs, 12 hits, 9 RBIs, and 1 double for the Maroon Devils sophomore. Pitch high for a ball. Again, on the mound is Alex Roldan. Alex on the season has had a lot of work. Pitch in there, and that's going to make the count 2-1, 2 down. We'll tell you more about Alex on the season. 17 innings pitched with a 5.76 ERA. Pitch inside for a ball. Count runs 3-1 now with 2 out. And now the bases are empty for the Maroon Devils with a tying run at the plate. Big swing and a miss. That'll run the count full. 3-2, 2 down. On deck behind Forrest is going to be Grady Lewis. Got to be sure to get these names right. Oh, there's a ball 4, and that's going to be the third walk of this first inning. For the Murphy Bulldog, right-hander Alex Roldan on the season. Talking about some of Roldan's numbers, he has only issued 13 walks against 15 strikeouts, which is, again, makes it hard to believe, but he's already walked 3 batters here in the bottom of the first inning. So it's been a crazy game for both teams. At the plate now is going to be Grady Lewis. We know what Grady can do with the bat as well. A lot of power there. 2 home runs on the year, hitting 200, 7 runs scored, 4 hits, 6 RBIs. But again, 2 big round trips for Grady. Pitch high. Jumping around down at first base is Forrest Schuler. Not afraid to go. The sophomore. Good wheels. Here's a big swing and a miss. Pick out throw down to first. Not in time as Forrest gets back. And Grady took a big cut. 1-1 the count with 2 out. And now a tight 4-3 ball game. And again, it has been a hard game for the defense and the pitchers. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 now. Don't forget, the Maroon Devils and Murphy will play again this week. And then Hiwassee Dam with 2 games next week for the Maroon Devils. So it's going to be on the road at Murphy later in the week here. Pitch in for a strike. That runs the count full. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch coming, just missing. That's going to be ball 4. Another walk now. And that is 4 walks issued by right-hander Alex Roldan for the Murphy Bulldogs. So again, the junior having a tough start, as did Braden Ruhe somewhat in that first inning. Both pitchers, again, hopefully will settle down and show us what they can do in the second inning. Now at the plate hitting is going to be Aiden Smiley. As we mentioned, Aiden hit one over the fence in that JV game won by Swain, 6-3 over Invest Academy. He nailed it over left center field into the parking lot. And again, Aiden, the DH here in this ball game for the Maroon Devils, and that's one reason why. He obviously has a lot of power, and he is a true freshman. Is there any other kind in high school? I know we talk about that on the collegiate level. Oh, there's a strike call, third strike, and that's going to leave a couple on base for the Maroon Devils. But a 4-3 first inning here at Swain County High School. Murphy coming to bat after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. We go to the second inning here. Swain and Murphy, it's always a rivalry anytime these two teams play in any sport, as you know. As now, it's going to be the first pitch to get things underway. It's going to be a call strike, as Murphy will see Michael Brown leading off, and he is the bottom of the order here for the Bulldogs. And then we go back with Tommy Crapes and Alex Roldan. As again, both teams went through almost the entire lineup in the first inning. 8 batters came to the plate for Murphy in the first, and same thing with the Maroon Devils. As again, several defensive problems, from throwing errors to you name it, hit batters, walked batters. So I have a feeling, though, these two pitchers are too good. We think they're going to settle down. There's a swing and a miss for a quick 1-2 count. We know Braden Ruhe, talking about some of his numbers, has had an outstanding season for the Maroon Devils. We'll tell you more about him in just a minute, but he's the leading pitcher for the Maroon Devils, and there's the first strikeout of the night, I believe, for Braden, as Michael Brown goes down for 1 down. But talking about Braden, the Maroon Devil leader with 24.2 innings pitched, 24 2/3 inning, 2-2 record on the year, giving up only 25 hits, 15 earned runs, 23 walks against 26 strikeouts. There's another call strike. He has thrown 483 pitches, and teams are only hitting 250 against him. So he has been very solid on the mound. He's going to be facing Tommy Crapes now, the Bulldog first baseman. There's a hard shot to the shortstop. And again, the Maroon Devils having a tough time getting a glove on the ball. And that's going to be a hard call, whether that's going to be called a hit or an error at shortstop. So Crapes is on. He got on with an error his first time up. And again, I'm just going to make, just a judgment call for a potential second error there, as now it's going to be Alex Roldan hitting for the Murphy Bulldogs. Alex was hit by a pitch his first time. One down now, 1-0 the count. And again, subjective calls with errors and hits. That was definitely a hard ground ball to come up with at shortstop. Throw down to first, going to be, it's close, and he's going to be out. Carter Hayes gunned him down at first base. Tommy Crapes got caught over there, and wow, that was close. But again, the umpire said out as Carter Hayes threw a bullet down to first base. Man. And Forrest Schuler was right there to put the tag on him. There's a foul ball out of play off the bat of Alex Roldan. So just that quickly, Murphy with a runner on is now with the bases empty and 2 out, and a 2-1 count. Looking at the scoreboard out there. There they go. They got it right, 2-1. There's another foul ball, 2-2 quickly. So unlike last inning, Braden Ruwe now settling down and throwing strikes with 2 out and a quick 2-2 count. Again, Roldan hit by a pitch last time up. Pitch high. On deck is going to be Adam Cook for the Murphy Bulldogs. But again, Ruwe has had a good year. Opponents only hitting 250 against him. Again, 23 walks, 26 strikeouts, 24. And there's another strikeout for Braden Ruwe. So the Murphy Bulldogs go down pretty quickly here in the top of the second inning with Swain coming to bat. It's a 4-3 Murphy lead. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back to the Maroon Devils Network. Here we have a great one going on in Smoky Mountain Conference Baseball. 4-3 Murphy lead here. And the first pitch here to get things underway on the bottom of the second from the right arm of Alex Roldan is going to be high for a ball as he faces Noah Schuler. And I know, check that, Corey Stillwell. I believe that's Corey at the plate for the Maroon Devils because I had, I think, Noah wearing number 2, but I'm pretty sure that Corey Stillwell is wearing number 2 for the Maroon Devils because he's the center fielder out there and a good center fielder at that. Corey on the year hitting 125, 8 runs scored, 4 hits, 5 RBIs, and a double on the year for the Maroon Devil sophomore. Guy can run. That's why he's in center field. Foul ball is going to be out of play. By the way, we apologize. We had a couple of issues there in the top of the first inning that Murphy really, again, put their 4 runs on the scoreboard. But we think we've got all that behind us now, and hopefully you're joining us here in the bottom of the second. 4-3, Murphy lead. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. As we mentioned, a crazy first inning as both teams really struggled. The pitchers had kind of a rough inning, and it was just no fun for both teams defensively with some errors and some walks and some hit batters. There's a shot into left field. That's going to be at least a single going down the line, and it's going to be rolling foul, and they're going to call it foul. Doggone it, just outside the line, just down that left field line off the bat. A well-hit shot by Corey Stillwell. But, again, talking about that crazy first inning. Then, hey, in the top of the second, Braden Ruwe settled down for the Maroon Devils, and now let's see if the same will hold true for Alex Roldan. But there's going to be another walk for the Murphy Bulldog pitcher now as Corey Stillwell is on first base. And that is the 5th walk given up by the right-hander, Alex Roldan. At the plate now is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Maroon Devils, Jones Robinson. By the way, I've got to hope a couple of my Bulldog friends, Brandon Stevens and J.R. Carroll, I hope they're listening in here on this. Ooh, there's a pitch high and tight. Sliding in safely, though, is going to be Corey Stillwell with a base on balls and a stolen base. Sliding in. Jones Robinson got out of the way of that pitch. It was close. Jones struck out his first time up for the Maroon Devils. Rowan Ellis is going to be on deck. Got him in on second with no out. 2-2 the count. Pitch high. But yes, indeed, Brandon and JR, they like that black and gold. I can't figure out kind of what's wrong with them, but anyway, we won't hold it against them as that pitch is going to be. Let's see what the umpire calls. I was looking at the scoreboard. It's going to be, I believe, that should be 3-2. And here comes the payoff pitch with a runner at second base, and a foul tip, and that's going to leave the count full at 3-2. Nobody out. And again, down at second base, Corey Stillwell, very quick. He can go. A 4-3 Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. The first of 2 games that the teams will play this week. Pitch just missing. Just missing for a ball. The Murphy fans wanted that to be called a strike. They didn't get that. Now it's 3-2. I thought it was 3-2 already, but now they're saying 3-2. Of course, that last one was a foul ball. There's another foul ball that'll keep it 3-2 with no out. Again, these 2 teams will meet later in the week at Murphy. Normally it's a Tuesday, Friday, home and away. As I mentioned, big games today as well. Robbinsville at Hayesville today. Hayesville, the league leader at 9-0. Hayesville in second at 7-1. Swain in third place at 4-3. And then Murphy right behind Swain at 4-4, tied with Hiwassee Dam at 4-4. So things can still be shaken up, if you will. Hayesville, unfortunately, for the rest of the league, has already played 9 conference games. Another foul tip. So again, Jones Robinson hanging in there. Hayesville at 9-0 has Robbinsville twice this week, home and away, and then 1 game left with Andrews. So if Hayesville can get by Robbinsville twice, they're going to have the Smoky Mountain Conference championship pretty well wrapped up. They have a one-game lead right now. Pitch in the dirt. That's going to be ball 4. And another walk. Here's a throw coming into third base. Sliding in safely is going to be Corey Stillwell. The ball was dropped on ball 4, and Corey is so quick. He got in there with a second stolen base with the throw coming down very close. But again, another walk given up by the Bulldogs now. So Jones Robinson at first base. Batting now Rowan Ellis, who got on with a walk his first time up. And no outs. 4-3 score, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the second inning, in case you're just tuning in on the Maroon Devils Network here. Always glad to have you along, whether it's over in the Murphy, Cherokee County area or here in the Swain County area, or pitch in. Going to be a call strike, throw down. They cut it off at shortstop, and they were looking for potentially Corey Stillwell to take off, and wisely Corey held at third, and now down at second base with a stolen base is going to be Jones Robinson. I believe that's his third stolen base tonight already. Pitch in. I believe that runs the count 1-1 with nobody out. So runners now in scoring position for the Maroon Devils with Rowan Ellis at the plate now. First base open and no out. Pitch in the dirt, blocked behind the plate. Getting the job done tonight for the Murphy Bulldogs is Aiden Williams. We'll line up that Murphy defense here in just a minute as Rowan Ellis will step back into the box here with a 2-1 count, nobody out. Little breeze you could probably hear blowing in the headset. You know, last night, I mean, it frosted. There was frost all over the place last night. Going to be another cold night tonight. Pitch high and tight. That runs at 3-1. But again, starting tonight for the Bulldogs, Alex Roldan on the mound. Behind the plate, of course, is Aiden Williams. Down at first base is Tommy Crapes. At second base is Michael Brown. Here's the pitch. Pitch low, and that's going to be ball 4. So right now, the Murphy Bulldogs having problems throwing strikes. The rest of the Murphy Bulldog defense at third base is Zach Hogsett. At shortstop is Adam Cook. In left field is Cameron Clem. In center field is Zach Scogan. And over in right field is Colton Morgan. And again, the Bulldogs are coached by Tyler Edwards, assisted by Darren Cook and Joey Curry. By the way, I want to give our ace cameraman, Josh Gordon, a plug as well, getting the job done here tonight on this Tuesday. First pitch to Braden Ruhe is going to be in the dirt for a ball. Braden got a big double last time in that 4-3 first inning. Now the Maroon Devils on the verge of taking the lead with the bases loaded and nobody out. There's a hard ground ball that gets through. That's going to score 1, rounding third with the go-ahead run is going to be Jones Robinson, and rolling into third base is going to be Rowan Ellis. So a big base hit with 2 RBIs for Braden Ruhe. And Carter Hayes, a dangerous bat at the plate with runners on the corners, and I have a feeling Braden Ruhe may take off from first base when he gets a chance with second base empty and a runner on third. Braden, one of those seniors. Senior night coming up next Tuesday, by the way. Hawassi Dam will be here for another big conference game. And then, of course, the Maroon Devils will be on the road later in the week, next week, at Hawassi Dam. There's a shot. Man, that was a bullet by first base. No way to make a play on that one. Here's a throw coming in to third. Runner scores. Carter Hayes with a base hit and an RBI. And Ruhe had to hold at second base. That was just a hard base hit and an RBI. And I tell you what, playing first base against a guy like Carter Hayes is the way he hits the ball. And then, you know, on the flip side of that, third base, the hot corner is, man, it can be tough when that ball comes to you like a shot out of a cannon. Will Holden batting now, grounded to third base. last time. He got an RBI with that. Here's a bunt right back to the pitcher. Pitcher goes to first, gets the force play, and the runners will advance to second and third. On that fielder's choice, off the bat of Will Holden, Forrest Schuler batting now with a 6-4 Maroon Devil lead. So again, Braden Ruwe with 2 RBIs. Carter Hayes with 1 RBI. So a 3-run inning here with a 6-4 Maroon Devil lead, and Forrest Schuler batting with 1 down. There's a foul ball over the Murphy dugout, out of play. Runners at second and third now for Forrest Schuler. But it's been a tough night for the Bulldogs starter here, as Alex Roldan has, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walks issued here tonight, and that's one of the big reasons why this score is what it is right now. Schuler walked last time. Grady Lewis is going to be on deck for the Maroon Devils here. Pitch high and tight, missing. 2-1 the count now on Forrest. And again, we hope you're joining on the Maroon Devils Network. We had a tough start here. We think we got that squared away, and hopefully you can watch and enjoy some good Smoky Mountain Conference baseball between these two rivals. Check swing, going to be a strike. 2-2 the count now with 1 out. And these teams will face off again later in the week. I think it's going to be on Friday this week. Swain at Murphy on Friday in softball and baseball. Check swing. That's going to be a call. 3rd strike on Forrest Schuler. So the strikeout. And that's going to be the 3rd of the night for right-hander Alex Roldan on the mound for Murphy. 2 out now with Big Grady Lewis at the plate. Walked last time. Again, runners in scoring position now for Grady, who has a lot of pop in his bat. 2 home runs on the year. On the year, the Maroon Devils with 7 home runs. The Murphy Bulldogs, no home runs on the year. They have 1 triple, 11 doubles, 76 hits on the year as a team, but no home runs. As a team, they're hitting .275. And the count runs right now 2-1, 1-2 the count. The Maroon Devils hitting .297 as a team compared to Murphy's .275. Again, Murphy has scored 93 runs. The Maroon Devils on the year 116 runs. Pitch in runs the count 2-2 with 2 out, 2 on. Swain with a 3-run inning answering back with a 6-4 lead. Oh, just inside as jumping out of the way here. Got our main Maroon Devil fan here. Gail is with us, so life is good. and she tells us everything is good on the broadcast, and there's going to be ball 4. So Grady Lewis on with a walk, his 2nd walk of the night. And that walks the bases loaded. And we know this guy can hit because we saw him hit a home run in the JV game. Freshman Aiden Smiley hit one over the left center field fence out there, 330 feet away. We know he has a lot of power. That's why he's the DH tonight. First pitch in for a high ball. Again, bases loaded, 2 out. Freshman Aiden Smiley at the plate. Ball high, 2-0 the count quickly. And again, Murphy has had trouble tonight throwing strikes at times. They don't want to issue a walk here with the bases loaded. But they've got to be careful with the pop that Aiden Smiley has in that bat. Pitch in, ball 3. And you've got to imagine Aiden probably is going to be taken here with a 3-0 count and 2 out, and the bases loaded. Alex Roldan on the mound for the Bulldogs, trying to get out of this jam. And boy, that ball sails way high. That's going to be ball 4, and that's going to be, I'm not sure how you score that, a walk with the bases loaded. I guess we'll give credit to Aiden for an RBI. And right now, boy, I tell you, the Murphy Bulldogs, I believe, are going to make a pitching change, and while they do, we'll take a timeout. With the Maroon Devils up 7-4, fans, stay tuned. We'll be back after this timeout. Fans, welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network as the Murphy Bulldogs make a pitching change. Coming on is going to be Caleb Kephart. He wears number 27. He's going to be another big right-hander on the mound for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch is going to be drilled foul down the third base side. And the starting pitcher, Alex Roldan, is going to move over to shortstop now for the Bulldogs. And I'm not sure where Adam Cook might have gone for the Bulldogs and the defensive lineup. We'll try to get that figured out. Here's a high pop-up that's going to be caught over in left field, and that's going to end the inning as Murphy makes a pitching change and gets the final out as we have played 2. Right now, the Maroon Devils on top, 6-4. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network, as right now leading off is going to be Adam Cook for the Murphy Bulldogs here in the top of the third inning, followed by Zach Scogan and Cameron Clem. Pitch is going to be in, and the first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 the count again to Adam Cook, who popped out to the shortstop his first time up, as he will lead off for the Bulldogs against the Maroon Devils' Braden Ruwe. Pitch inside, missing as Carter Hayes keeps it in front of him here. As we mentioned, Murphy with a pitching change in the latter part of that bottom of the second. And Braden Ruwe, after a tough first inning, really settled down in the second inning and just knocked it out. 1-2-3. Pitch high and tight for a ball now. 3-0 the count to Adam Cook, who, by the way, now I'm pretty sure is playing center field. He was at shortstop, but Alex Roldan went to shortstop. And that pitch in for a strike. So Adam Cook is now the center fielder. Talking about our center fielder, by the way, Corey Stillwell made that last out for the Maroon Devils with that fly ball, I'm pretty sure, into left field. And that's going to be ball 4. So the Maroon Devils now issuing a walk, and we haven't, I think that's the first one tonight. So Adam Cook on with a walk for the Murphy Bulldogs. And that's going to bring up their cleanup batter, Zach Scogan, who was hit by a pitch first time. Scogan, a tall player who plays normally plays center field. But now Cook has moved in and Scogan has moved over. We'll check where he is maybe next inning. Pick out throw to first. In the dirt, but again, good scoop over there by Forrest Schuler to hold it in front of him. No harm done. 6-4, Maroon Devils on top here in this Smoky Mountain Conference showdown between two teams separated by only a game. Maroon Devils 4-3 in the conference. Murphy 4-4. Pitch in for a strike. Pitch in for a strike here with a 6-4 Maroon Devil lead. By the way, glad to have you along. Again, we had some technical issues early, but glad to have you along here on this Tuesday evening. Sun going down, temperature going down as well. As you know, this is dogwood winter. The dogwood's in bloom, and we're getting a little cold few days, which happens every year. Pitch high for a ball. As again, Scogan hangs in there with now one on and nobody out. As he looks over to head coach Tyler Edwards in the box over here at third base with a 2-1 count. There's a shot. That's going to be a base hit between shortstop and third. So the Bulldogs with a base hit off the bat of Scogan. And now runners at first and second with Cameron Clem, the left fielder. Got a big double his first time up and drove in one of the first runs of the ball game for the Bulldogs. So now the Bulldogs trying to answer back down by 2 with no out. Runners at first and second, and the go-ahead run at the plate. Zach Hogsett is going to be on deck. There's an attempted bunt, and runners advance. Carter Hayes keeps the pitch in front of him, but couldn't dig it up to make a throw. So the runners advance to second and third now with no out. Pitch high, just missing. 1-1 the count with no out. Cameron Clem batting. Zach Hogsett on deck here in what could be a big inning for the Bulldogs. Pitch in for a strike now. 1-2 the count as Ruwe gets ahead on the count to Scogan. Or check that, I'm sorry, Cameron Clem. Just missing. Carter Hayes tried to frame that one and didn't get the call, and it runs 2-2. No out. Swain up 6-4. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So Cameron Clem goes down swinging. And that's going to be strikeout number 3 today for Braden Ruwe. Zach Hogshead batting now, who got a base hit and an RBI last time up. The Murphy Bulldog third baseman, Zach Hogshead. Runners at second and third. There's a high pop-up that's going to be just over here on the softball field. By the way, talking about softball, the Lady Devils softball team played a super game yesterday, losing a tough one 4-3 to a very good Murphy team. And I think we saw 2 of the best pitchers in the conference. And of course, Riley Rawls for the Lady Devils and Paisley, an outstanding sophomore pitcher in her own right for Murphy. That was a 4-3 great ball game. One stat that really surprised me, a total of 7 errors in that ball game. So that, I'm sure, played a role in, again, a very tough 4-3. Oh, hit in the back is going to be Zach Hogshead, so he is on with an HBP. And that's going to load the bases now with 1 down. So now the Maroon Devils trying to tighten down and get Murphy out. Colton Morgan is going to be hitting. Got on with the fielder's choice last time. On deck will be Aiden Williams. Again, only 1 out, bases loaded. Infield moves in a little bit, especially at first and third. At third base, a pretty quick runner down here with Adam Cook. And over at second base is Zach Scogan. And Hogshead is over at first. Braden Ruwe. Pitch high for a ball, trying to get out of this inning with a 2-0 count now with 1 down. Morgan, the right fielder for the Bulldogs. Foul ball. Aiden Williams is going to be on deck here. We're in the top of the third. Murphy scored 4 in the first. Maroon Devils answered back with 3. And then the Maroon Devils got 3 more in the bottom half of the second to get this lead. 6-4, foul ball off the bat again of Colton Morgan. And again, glad to have you along here. We had a little hiccup there getting started from the technical side, but we hope everything is okay now. Pitch missing for a ball now. With 1 down, big pitch coming here. 3-2, full count, bases loaded, 1 out. Colton Morgan digging in. And a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Braden Ruwe for the Maroon Devils now with 2 out, still bases loaded, but a huge, huge pitch there, and that's going to bring up Aiden Williams for the Bulldogs. Aiden popped out to second base his first time up. Of course, Aiden is the man behind the plate for the Bulldogs. And again, so many freshmen on this team for, again, Murphy. Aiden Williams, one of those hitting 300 on the year. A freshman catcher, and I tell you, catching is the toughest position in baseball, and when you're a freshman, that makes it even tougher. But Aiden hanging in there. Pitch high for a ball. 2-0 the count now with 2 out. Braden Ruwe gets a little dirt on his hand, trying to work out of this inning with the bases loaded. 6-4 lead in his pocket. Oh, big swing and a miss. Big swing, big cut there by Aiden Williams. Michael Brown is going to be on deck. There's a ground ball. It's going to be right up the middle. It's going to score 1 and 2 to tie this game up for the Bulldogs. Throw coming back in and advancing all the way to third base now is going to be Zach Hogshead. But the Dogs tie it up at 6-6 with a big hit for Aiden Williams and 2 big RBIs. 2 big RBIs for the Bulldog catcher, and Michael Brown batting now. No, check that. It's going to be Caleb Kephart, who came on to pitch in the last inning. So now Kephart is your batter. Big, strong kid at the plate with runners on the corners. Pitch in. Big cut by Kephart. Swing and a miss for strike one with 2 out. On deck will be Crepes. Top of the order for the Bulldogs. Tie ball game. Second big cut by Caleb Kephart. I tell you what, if he connects, he's gonna drive it because he's a big, strong guy at the plate. 2 big swings. And there's a foul ball out of play behind the plate. Murphy trying to take the lead here. They've tied it up at 6-6 with 2 in this top half of the third. Ruway brings it, just missing outside for a ball. 1-2 the count with 2 out. Runners on the corners in this 6-6 tie. And Caleb Kephart on the year for the Bulldogs. Takes ball 2, 2-2 the count now. Caleb on the year has not had a lot of time at the plate. 9 at-bats on the year. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll leave 2 stranded for the Bulldogs as Ruway pitches his way out of the inning. And we go to the bottom of the third with a 6-6 tie. Stay tuned. Fans, we have a ball game going on. 6-6 tie between the Maroon Devils and the Murphy Bulldogs. Stepping in at the plate now is going to be for the Maroon Devils, the top of the lineup, and Jones Robinson. As we're batting in the bottom of the third inning, so the Maroon Devils have batted around, and there's a base hit between shortstop and third off the bat of Jones. So Jones leads off with a base hit. Jones has been on twice already tonight, struck out his first time, and then got a walk, and now is on with a base hit. Rowan Ellis will be hitting now to see if the Maroon Devils can get the lead back. Rowan in 2 times has walked both times. Braden Ruway is going to be on deck. 6-6 tie, 2 teams wanting to improve their position in this conference race. And showing bunt, throw down to second, going to be really high and off target for Murphy, and gliding into first base safely is going to be Jones Robinson. I believe now he has 3 stolen bases at least on the night. Rowan back in the batter's box. Pitch in the dirt. Blocking it back there for the Bulldogs. Doing a good job here tonight is Aiden Williams, the catcher. As we mentioned, Caleb Kephart has come on to pitch in relief for the Bulldogs as we're in the bottom of the third in this 7-inning contest Pitch inside corner for a strike. But talking about the conference race, these two teams so tight. Swain 4-3, Murphy 4-4. So there's a shot over third base, going to be fouled on the third base side. So again, these two games this week between Swain and Murphy, big in the conference standings. And then Swain has two big ones next week with Hiwassee Dam, who is right now tied with Murphy at 4-4 in the conference. And Swain still has a makeup game. I believe Coach Verano told me they're possibly going to make that up. Maybe there's a hit batter. So now on with hit by pitch is going to be Rowan Ellis. He's been on all three times. He's walked twice and now hit by a pitch. But I believe Coach Verano said that, oh, wait a minute. Now Rowan Ellis coming back. And now I think the official is going to say that he might have been swinging at the pitch. And if that's the case, it's not going to be a hit by pitch. It's going to be coming back, and that's going to be a strike. That'll run the count 3-2, so that's the case. We saw that last year. Rowan Ellis will now step back in. 3-2 count. Got a man on second and nobody out. There's a high foul ball. No, it's going to be in play, and it's going to be caught over at first base. Just inside the first baseline over there for Tommy Crapes, the Bulldog first baseman. Again, there have been some defensive changes since Caleb Kephart came on to pitch. Zach Scogan is in right field. Adam Cook is in center field. Alex Roldan is at shortstop. And now one out. And the batter is going to be Braden Ruhe. Braden on the night with a big double and a single, 2 for 2, and a couple of RBIs. And as they say, helping his own effort as the pitcher, trying to get the win in this 6-6 tie. Carter Hayes going to be on deck. Down at second base, Jones Robinson got his motor revved up. He's ready to go. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. But again, some other big conference games tonight. Robbinsville at Hayesville, and Robbinsville will be hosting Hayesville on Friday, and hit by a pitch is going to be Braden Ruhe. So Braden has been on all three times. That one got him in the left arm, kind of high up on the left arm shoulder area. Carter Hayes batting now. Carter walked his first time, got a base hit, hit a rocket down by first base his last time up, and now the Maroon Devils runners at first and second. For Carter Hayes, the Maroon Devil team leader in batting average with .375, the team leader in hits with 15, and 16 RBIs on the year, and also leads the team with 3 home runs and 5 doubles. So yeah, a lot of pop in that bat at the plate right now. There's a shot that's going to be deep, 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 and it's going to be against the fence on one hop. Everybody had to hold up. Everybody had to hold up to see what was going to happen. So a long fly ball, one hop off the fence, but everybody had to hang tight because they thought it might be caught. So everybody only advances one base on what normally would have been probably at least a double for Carter Hayes. So Carter only gets a single out of that shot off the right center field fence. And now the bases are loaded for Will Holden, who grounded to third base, got an RBI his first time, and then hit into a fielder's choice last time. One down, bases loaded. Again, Caleb Kephart on the mound now for the Bulldogs. Pitch missing for a ball. And on the year, the Murphy pitching staff with an ERA of 7.00, 70 earned runs, 72 hits given up, 60 walks, 82 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .231 against them with 100 runs scored against them. There's a high foul that could be in play, and it's going to be, hit the mitt and dropped. Trying to hang on back there was Aiden Williams. He kind of hit his catcher's mitt, and those catcher's mitts, not exactly an easy thing to catch a high pop foul. They're made for patting and catching fastballs. Digging back in is going to be Will Holden now. 1-1 the count, 1 out. 6-6 ball game. Pitch in for a strike, 1-2 the count. Bases loaded, the Maroon Devils here with a big opportunity to take the lead back. Murphy jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Swain answered to make it 4-3. There's a well-hit ball that's going to be deep into left center field, and it's going to be caught on the run. An outstanding play by the Bulldogs center fielder. Everybody will advance. A run will score. But a huge play out there in deep center field for Murphy that probably saved another run or potentially two. Out there was Adam Cook. He caught that ball on the dead run almost against the fence. So a well-hit ball by Will Holden. Fly ball to center field for an RBI. Forrest Schuler batting now, 2 out. And the Maroon Devils now have a 7-6 lead. And runners at second and third. For the Maroon Devil first baseman, Forrest Schuler, Grady Lewis is going to be on deck. 1-0 the count. Pitch in the dirt. And again, both catchers have had their work cut out for them at times tonight. They have been digging some balls out of the dirt at times. Again, just kind of up and down. Pitch high for a ball. 3-0 the count now with 2 out. First base is empty. As Forrest Schuler, who has walked one time tonight, already struck out last time, digs back in now with a 3-0 count. Probably taking with first base empty. And he does inside for ball 4. So Forrest with a walk will now load the bases. And it's been a tough night for the Murphy Bulldog pitchers. Unofficially, they have given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 walks on the night. Again, unofficially, just my feeble stats as we try to keep those as we go along. Grady Lewis has walked twice. He's at the plate now with the bases loaded, 2 down. Pitch missing, just missing low for a ball. Again, Grady has the power. He's hit a couple out this year. 2 home runs for Grady Lewis, the junior. Playing third base tonight for the Maroon Devils. 2-0 the count now with the ball. And again, Caleb Kephart trying to dig in. He does not want to issue another walk with the bases loaded. Pitch inside. That runs the count, though. 3-0 to Grady. Aiden Smiley, the DH, is going to be on deck, and Corey Stillwell will follow him with 2 out. 7-6 Maroon Devil lead now. 2-1 the count. Check that. There's a shot over shortstop, and it's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. That one just between the shortstop and the left fielder in no man's land if you're playing defense, but a big 2 RBI single for Grady Lewis. And the Maroon Devil lead now goes to 9-6. And Aiden Smiley, the batter, with still 2 on. Aiden on the night has struck out and walked last time, but that walked in a run. There's a hard ground ball to third base, gets by, and rounding third and scoring is going to be Forrest Schuler. Ball gets through. Throw down to third is not going to be in time. And now the Maroon Devils all the way around to third base is going to be Grady Lewis. By that shot by third base. So Aiden Smiley is on. And unofficially, I'm going to have to call that an error on that ground ball by third base. I hope officially when the stats are done he gets a hit, but it was well hit. But I've got a feeling there could have been a play on that. So that's a question. Could be ruled a hit. Corey Stillwell in the batter's box for the Maroon Devils with 2 out. 1-0 the count and a 10-6 lead. Bottom 3. Second base empty. Pitch in the dirt. And again, Aiden Williams doing a good job blocking it. And again, Aiden Williams, a freshman catcher. You don't see that a whole lot in high school ball with a freshman catcher, but give Aiden credit. He's hanging in there. That's a tough spot to be as a freshman. Foul ball. Everybody has to hang tight. Don't forget, these two teams will play again this Friday at Murphy. Next week, Swain will have Hiwassee Dam at home Tuesday on senior night. 4:30 start, by the way, I found out from Coach Verano. And then again at Hiwassee Dam later next week, I think on Thursday, unofficially. And I believe Coach Verano said makeup game for Andrews may be next Monday, that game that was rained out. Again, big game yesterday in softball. Murphy winning 4-3 over our Lady Devils, but a great ball game. Just a great, great ball game. Two teams that really got after each other in 4-3. Two really good pitchers, Paisley and Rawls. Paisley for Murphy, Rawls for Swain. Man, they're two of the best in the league, and they have 2 more years. They are very good. Corey Stillwell at the plate, big swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 and out 3 as we leave a couple stranded. But it's a 10-6 Maroon Devil lead after 3 innings. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back top of the 4th coming up. Fans, here we go. We have finished 3, believe it or not. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 10-6 ball game. We've had a lot of activity in this ball game. A lot of defensive issues tonight for both teams, which means there have been a lot of people on base and a lot of action going on in this ball game. Here we go. Murphy will hit here in the top of the 4th inning, and leading off looks like it's going to be the top of the order, and Tommy Crapes. Crapes got on with an error both times. And again, those are unofficial scores that, when I say error, those are not official. That's just my own subjective scoring as we go along to give you hopefully a good idea. And you can see, obviously, watching on the Maroon Devils Network and form your own opinion about whether a play is an error or a hit. Pitch gets through, but nobody hurt, nobody on. But that runs a count 3-0 for Braden Ruhe now. Again, Braden really has been a busy man. 24 2/3 innings pitched coming into this game for Swain. 2-2 on the year, 2 wins, 2 losses, giving up 25 hits, 15 earned runs. Pitch inside for ball 4. And coming into this game, he had issued 23 walks against 26 strikeouts, 483 pitches. And teams are hitting .250 against him this year. Not bad at all. So Braden has had a pretty good senior season. And again, he's a good hitter as well. 351 batting average, couple of home runs. And now it's going to be Murphy Bulldogs' Alex Roldan at the plate. Pick out throw to first, not in time. But Carter Hayes has that arm. He can do it. Best catcher, I've got to say, and I say that in total honesty, the best catcher in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Pitch high for a ball. Last year, he had a good year, and of course, Mr. Leatherwood over for Hayesville, I think, was another outstanding catcher in the conference last year. Of course, Avery has gone on to graduate. But an outstanding athlete in his own right in multiple sports. Now stepping out of the box is going to be Alex Roldan, who is now at shortstop for the Bulldogs. He was the starting pitcher. Just had a hard time finding the strike zone tonight. But Alex has been hit by a pitch and struck out at 2 times, and it looks like he's going to be getting on again. So now it's going to bring up Adam Cook, who has popped to the shortstop and walked in 2 times. Adam Cook on the season has been Mr. Bulldog at the plate, hitting .500. That's just incredible. 13 runs scored, leads the team not only in batting average, obviously at .500, but team leader with 19 hits, 19 RBIs, and 2 doubles for the junior. Adam Cook having a great year, hitting .500. Pitch in for a strike. 1-1 the count. 2 on for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 4th inning with no out. Lights are on here at Swain County High School. There's a foul ball behind the plate. On deck behind Adam is going to be Zach Scogan, who has been on twice, hit by a pitch and a base hit. And again, glad to have you along on a Tuesday night. We missed the pitch in for a strike, and that's going to be a called 3rd strike. So again, Cook heading back to the dugout, and that's going to bring up Zach Scogan. Tall, lanky right fielder now for the Bulldogs defensively. Scogan has been hit by a pitch and got a single last time. Pitch in the dirt. Everybody holds at first and second for the Bulldogs. And don't forget, Swain and Murphy will square off again in softball and baseball this Friday at Murphy. So the folks over in Murphy listening in, we hope you'll show up for the game. Pitch missing for a ball. And we hope the Maroon Devil fans will make that journey over to Murphy High School. I'm guessing still down by the river. Big swing and a miss by Zach Scogan. Zach, one of the seniors on this team. 5 seniors, 8 freshmen, 4 juniors on this Murphy team. 8 freshmen. A lot of guys are going to be coming back, obviously, for head coach Tyler Edwards. He'll lose 5 seniors, though. And there's a strike in. Call strike. 2-2 the count, 1 out, 2 runners on now for the Bulldogs with a 10-6 Maroon Devil lead in the top of the 4th inning. Another swing and a miss, and there's a big strikeout for Braden Ruhe as Scogan goes down. So 2 strikeouts in a row now with Cameron Clem, the batter. Cam, first time up, got a big double with an RBI. Last time struck out. Cam, the starting left fielder for the Bulldogs, wearing number 5. Again, 2 on and 2 out for Murphy. Pitch in for a ball. And the temperature is dropping quickly. As you know, last night here in Dogwood Winter, we had frost in a lot of places. Braden checks down at second base quickly and checks back again. There's a foul ball off the bat of Cameron Clem. Zach Hogsett on deck. And again, both these teams trying to get a win here because we're just neck and neck in the conference race. Maroon Devils at 4-3, Murphy at 4-4, tied with Hawassi Dam also at 4-4. Robbinsville 7-1 in second place behind league-leading Hayesville at 9-0. There's a high ground ball to first base, fielded cleanly, stepping on the bag, and that'll leave two stranded for Murphy on a good play at first base by Forrest Schuler in the forced play at first base. And we now go to the bottom of the inning with the Maroon Devils on top, 10-6. We'll be right back. Bottom of the fourth inning here from Swain County High School. Maroon Devils on top 10-6. And leading off here is going to be the leadoff man for the Maroon Devils in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jones Robinson, followed by Rowan Ellis and Braden Ruhe. Carter Hayes will be probably batting, I'm guessing. So far tonight, there's only been one half inning where it basically was a three down inning. And that was for Swain in the top of the second. But every other half inning, we have had, I'm pretty sure, multiple players on base, whether it be hit batters, walked batters, errors. A lot of people have been on base here tonight. Pitch missing outside, a quick 2-0 count now to the leadoff man. Jones Robinson struck out first time, walked the second time, got a big base hit last time up. And he has 2 or 3 stolen bases. There's a shot between shortstop and third. Another base hit for Jones Robinson. Again, Jones having a good year. This Maroon Devil baseball team hits the ball well. Jones hitting .333. Now I think he has unofficially 14 hits on the year, 12 runs, 7 RBIs, couple of doubles. And Jones, of course, one of the freshmen on this team. Maroon Devils with Jones Robinson, Will Holden, and Aiden Smiley. Three solid freshmen contributing to this year's team. Rowan Ellis batting now. Has walked twice and popped up to first base in 3 times. Pickoff throw to first. Oh, close, but not there. That was close. But diving back is Jones Robinson. Braden Ruwe is going to be on deck, the Maroon Devil pitcher who has gone the distance here tonight. Murphy has gone to the bullpen already. Pitch inside for a call strike to Rowan. The Maroon Devil shortstop. Big lead at first base by Jones Robinson. And stepping out of the box is Rowan for a moment. And Jones now gets back out, ready to go. Throw to the plate. Oh, off speed, in for a strike. Nobody out with an 0-2 count. Robinson at first for the Maroon Devils here. On a Tuesday night, that's getting chilly. Pitch missing outside for a ball now. 1-2 the count. Murphy infielders playing back right now. Pitch missing inside. 2-2 the count now. So some big conference games coming up for both these teams. Maroon Devils this week with Murphy twice. Hawassi Dam twice next week, and then Andrews once on a makeup game. Pitch missing inside. Count runs 3-2. Murphy on the year has, they've got a tough road. Pitch inside, it's going to be ball 4. Murphy has Swain twice this week and then Robbinsville twice next week. So talking about 4 tough games. Murphy's got 4 tough ones coming up. As we mentioned, Robbinsville is at Hayesville tonight. That's a big game. Hayesville 9-0, Robbinsville 7-1. And, of course, Robbinsville will be hosting Hayesville on Friday. Hayesville right now in the driver's seat. They have Robbinsville twice and Andrews once. Only 3 conference games left as they have played 9. Maroon Devils runners on first and second. Braden Ruwe, the batter. On the night, a big double. Got a big single for 2 RBIs in his second time at bat and was hit by a pitch last time. There's a high pop-up and maybe, but catcher made a great effort, but just couldn't come up with it. Also, coming off the mound hard was the pitcher for the Bulldogs out there, Caleb Kephart. They really got after it, but couldn't get there. Almost at the fence. As Ruwe steps back in, Carter Hayes on deck. 2 seniors back-to-back. Pitch in, just missing. Rowan Ellis, a junior. In case you're just tuning in, Swain on top right now, 10-6 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Kephart to the plate, pitch missing for a ball. Again, Maroon Devils with runners at first and second. No out here on the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 the count now to Ruwe. Hayes on deck. So the big bats at the plate for the Maroon Devils right now. Pitch in for a strike. 3-2. Count runs full with no out. Again, Braden Ruwe has had a really good season hitting the baseball, hitting .351. 2 home runs, 4 doubles, 15 runs scored on the year, 15 RBIs. And that pitch missing for a ball. So Ruwe is on, and that's going to load the bases for the guy you don't want to face with the bases loaded, Carter Hayes. As we mentioned last time we broadcast, Carter hit 2 over the right field fence. He actually hit 3. 1 was foul over the right field fence. So Carter is, man, oh man. Right now, I'm sure Kephart not relishing this situation. Carter Hayes, 3 home runs on the year, .375 batting average with 16 RBIs, 5 doubles, and 15 hits coming into this game. Pitch missing for a ball. So far tonight, Carter has walked and has had a couple of singles with an RBI. One of those was a single off the right center field fence that the bases had to hold up for, so Carter had to hold up as well on a deep shot. But pitch missing outside, ball 2. Will Holden is going to be on deck. Still a slight breeze, but a lot of diehard baseball fans got their cold weather gear on watching baseball. It was 70 degrees earlier today, but the temperature has really gone down. Here's a ball that's going to be high, pop out of play. Oh, hit the top of the fence. Hit the top of the fence beside the Maroon Devil dugout. And, man, that was a good break for Carter Hayes. Tough break for Murphy as they wanted to play over here. So Carter digs back in. 2-1, nobody out. 2-1 the count, bases loaded. For a dangerous man with a bat in his hand. Pitch missing, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Again, lights have been on for a while here at Swain County High School. Of course, 6:30 start time. Next Tuesday, by the way, 4:30 start time, baseball and softball here at Swain. There's ball 4. Carter is on deck, and that's going to walk in a run. And another RBI for Carter. 2 tonight. Will Holden at the plate now. Still nobody out. Bases loaded. 11-6 Swain. Will Holden in 3 times has grounded to third base. Got an RBI. Hit into a fielder's choice. Last time up, flied to center field. But got an RBI. And now Murphy's head coach Tyler Edwards on. Is he going to make a change? We have seen 2 Bulldog pitchers so far tonight talking about Alex Roldan and Caleb Kephart. And it looks like that's Kephart is going to stay in. But I'm sure Coach Edwards just wanted to remind his guys, hey, look, guys, we got to have some good defense backing up our pitcher. And he obviously wants to throw strikes with the bases loaded. Walking in 1 run, and Will Holden, very capable of driving in some more. Now at the plate for the Maroon Devils. There's a ground ball by third base. This one is getting by. 2 runs are in. Again, a tough break at third for the Murphy Bulldogs. And by the way, it's going to be Alex Roldan at third base. The shortstop, by the way, is Adam Cook. Adam Cook at shortstop and Roldan at third base. So 2 runs are in now off that big base hit. Well, you can call that a base hit. Some people are going to score that an error at third base, just to be honest. Tough break there by Will Holden. There's a bunt attempt that goes foul off the bat of Will Schuler. Will, on the night, has struck out once and walked twice. For the Maroon Devil first baseman, runners on first and second now. Grady Lewis is going to be on deck. And the Maroon Devils with a 6-run lead, 12-6. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Been kind of a high-scoring game. There's another bunt attempt. This one is going to go foul. Just rolled foul on the third base side. That one might have been a base hit. Because flying down the first base line was Will Schuler as that ball just almost died in front of the plate. And that's a tough play. Pitcher comes hard, catcher tries to get it, but it rolled foul. So Will Schuler will dig back in. Grady Lewis on deck. Third base empty right now with no out. Pitch in for a strike. That's going to be strike 3. And that's going to be 1 down. Grady Lewis at the plate with 1 out. Bases empty at third, but occupied at first and second. Grady on the night has been on every time. He walked the first 2 times, got a base hit with 2 RBIs. His last time up, Aiden Smiley is going to be on deck. So a couple of big bats here that can hit it out. There's a foul ball out on the first base side. Everybody took off on that one, but it's going to be everybody hustle back. Down at second base is Carter Hayes. Maroon Devils trying again to widen the gap. Will Holden over at first base. There's a high hopper, and the third baseman can't make a play again. It gets by. Another run will score, and it's been a hard time at third base over there for Alex Roldan. He has had a tough time at third base, as that is an error, plain and simple. And winding up at second base as that ball just kept dribbling down the left field line is Grady Lewis. And that is, again, a run in, and Aiden Smiley batting now. Got on with an error himself last time. There's another shot, this one at the shortstop. Shortstop is going to go to first, and they do make the connection and get the out. Advancing to third is going to be Grady Lewis now, and Aiden moved him around. So now the Maroon Devils with a 14-6 lead and 2 down. At the plate now is going to be Corey Stillwell. Corey has walked tonight, stolen 2 bases, and has struck out his last time up. That was he's going to be hit by a pitch, kind of in the high shoulder. So Corey is on again, and you know he's going to go because he can run. And unfortunately for the Murphy Bulldogs, this will bring the top of the lineup up now for the Maroon Devils with a 14-6 lead, and second base open right now. Don't forget, these 2 teams will square off again on Friday. Corey already big lead, and I'm sure he's going to go soon. If not on the first pitch, he takes off. There's a fake throw to second base. Corey rolls in. Now runners at second and third. For Jones Robinson, Jones got a big base hit last time. He's had 2 hits tonight. Struck out his first time, walked his second time, and now is up for his 5th plate appearance tonight. Pitch gets by. Everybody holds, though, as the catcher, again, Aiden Williams, doing a good job tonight. He got back there quickly, and covering at home plate was pitcher Caleb Kephart. So no damage done. 2-0 the count, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, 14-6. Swain in the lead by 8 with 2 on. There's a shot over shortstop. This one is going to be at least a base hit into left field. Rounding third and coming in to score is going to be Stillwell. Very fast runner. Easily scoring was Grady Lewis. And now the Maroon Devils up by 10, 16-6 with a 2 RBI single for Jones Robinson. Wow. The Maroon Devils have really been hitting the ball down the third base side here. It's been a tough night over here on this side of the field for the Bulldogs defensively. 16-6 lead. Rowan Ellis at the plate. Popped up to first base last time. Has walked a couple of times here tonight. Pitch inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 out, and down at second, Jones Robinson. He got that big base hit, and then when the throw came back into home. He kept trucking on down to second. There's a high fly going into left center field. Two guys are there, but pulling it down is going to be the left fielder over there for the Murphy Bulldogs. And camping under it was Cameron Clem. And the Maroon Devils leave one stranded, but their lead grows to 10, 16-6. We go to the top of the fifth inning. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. We have an updated score. The Maroon Devils now lead 18-6. Josh Gordon and I were talking between the inning that there might have been a run or two that was not put up on the scoreboard, and he was exactly right. The Maroon Devils now with a 12-run lead, 18-6. Murphy at bat here in the top of the fifth inning. And as you know, with the Mercy rule now, the Murphy Bulldogs have to come up with a bunch of runs here to stay alive. And at the plate is going to be Zach Hogshead leading it off. Zach has been on both times tonight. Got a base hit his first time. Was hit by a pitch his second time around. He'll be followed by Colton Morgan and Aiden Williams for the Bulldogs here on the top of the fifth inning. Check swing, and that's going to be called a strike by the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count. Now again, by the way, the Maroon Devils, Grady Lewis coming on in relief here in the fifth inning for Braden Ruwe. Big swing and a miss for a strike two. 2-2 the count. Braden pitching a solid 4 innings of work. Left the ball game with a nice 18-6 lead. There's a high foul ball out of play behind home plate. And I understand this is off. This is just speculation, but I think there's a plan maybe to build a concession stand after the season is over behind the bleachers that are over there for softball and baseball. I think there's going to be a concession stand built over there. That's the last I heard, so that can change. Another foul ball off the bat, out of play by Zach Hogshead. Again, the Murphy Bulldogs got to come up with some runs here. Zach Hogshead on the season. The senior hitting .200, scored 9 runs, 5 hits, 1 RBI, and a couple of doubles on the year, but he's on with a walk. So now the Murphy Bulldogs trying to answer back with Colton Morgan 2 times tonight, has hit into a fielder's choice and struck out, and 2 times at bat. And it's going to be Aiden Williams on deck. Runner on first. Nobody out here. In the top of the 5th. Grady throwing hard, coming on in relief. He wants to get this save and give the Maroon Devils their 5th conference win on the year. Maroon Devils 4-3. Pitch high for a ball. As we talked about the conference standings, Hayesville 9-0 in first place. Robbinsville 7-1. Maroon Devils 4-3. Hiwassee Dam and Murphy tied at 4-4. Andrews and Cherokee both 0-8. Foul ball out of play. Off the bat again. Murphy Bulldog, Colton Morgan. Aiden Williams on deck. And he'll be followed by probably Caleb Kephart. Hit last time. Pick out throw to first, not in time. 2-1 the count, nobody out. But again, Murphy, a tough remaining portion of their schedule. Swing and a miss for a strike 2. Murphy still has Swain, of course, today and again Friday at Murphy. And then they have Robbinsville next week, home and away. So 4 tough games for the Murphy Bulldogs. Pitch high for a ball. Runs the count full. Maroon Devils, no easy cakewalk either. Murphy twice this week. Hiwassee Dam twice next week. And then Andrews with a makeup game, we think potentially on Monday at Andrews, by the way. I think that's a makeup rainout game. High pop-up could be in play under the lights. And it's going to be, no, can't get a glove on it. Grady was over there, tried to pull it down, but I tell you, that ball was way up above the lights. And when you lose that ball high in the sky and then it comes back down through the lights, it's hard to catch. That ball was above the lights, but a foul ball. So Colton Morgan comes back in, digs in at the plate with a 3-2 count, no out. There's a well-hit ball that's going to be in left field. Coming on, great catch. Great catch on the dead run, and that's Corey Stillwell out there. Is that Noah Schuler? Again, I had kind of a mix-up on my roster. They had Noah at number 2, but I'm not sure that's the case. But anyway, we hope we get it right here. As again, normally Corey Stillwell is number 2. And on a roster that I had earlier, Noah was number 15, but a good catch in left field by a good man wearing number 2. 1 down, 1-0 the count now. Big swing and a miss at the plate for the Murphy Bulldogs this time is Aiden Williams, who has been doing a yeoman's job behind the plate catching. Aiden has popped out to second base and got a big base hit and 2 RBIs last time. This one a foul ball behind the plate. So again, Aiden has 2 of the Murphy RBIs. On deck, it is going to be Michael Brown batting on deck. Pick-out throw to first, not in time. Carter got one earlier. He has 1 pick-out throw on the night. And he has the arm to do it. Man, that ball gets down there quickly. Runner on first, very quick runner. That's why Carter's keeping an eye on him. Pitch outside for a ball. 3-2, the count runs full with 1 out. Murphy trying to answer back here. Pitch missing. That's going to be ball 4. So Murphy now with 2 runners on with 1 out. So again, Zach Hogshead down at second. And now Aiden Williams down at first. And Michael Brown the batter. Michael struck out last time. Michael, the starting second baseman for the Bulldogs, wearing number 24. On deck will be the top of the lineup, though, in the Bulldogs with Tommy Crapes and Alex Roldan. But again, they have got to score at least 3 runs to stay alive in this game. It's 18-6 Swain. Murphy has to have 3 runs to avoid the 10-run mercy rule after 5 innings. But again, they have that run at the plate right now. Grady Lewis pitch in for a strike. 2-2 the count, 1 down. Michael Brown, the batter. Tommy Crapes on deck, followed by Alex Roldan here for the Murphy Bulldogs. Pitch missing high. Well, I tell you, Grady Lewis is throwing some heat. He's a big guy, so he's got a lot of power. Big physical guy. And there's a swing and a miss for out number 2. So a big strikeout now for relief pitcher Grady Lewis. Looking at some of Grady's numbers on the year, Grady has pitched 9 2/3 innings, given up only 2 hits, only 3 earned runs, 9 walks, 19 strikeouts, throwing 165 pitches, and opponent's batting average only .074 with a 2.17 ERA and a 2-0 record. So Grady's had good success on the mound. Now he's trying to close it out with 2 out and 2 on. But he's facing right now the leadoff man, talking about Tommy Crapes, the Bulldog first baseman. Tommy got on with an error both times here tonight. 18-6 Maroon Devil lead. 2-0 the count. Pitch missing, 3-0 the count now with 2 out. On deck is going to be the number 2 man and the Murphy Bulldogs lineup, talking about the starting pitcher, Alex Roldan, who started tonight and then was moved over to third base, and that's going to be a strike in. 3-1 the count now. And again, Caleb Kephart come on in relief for the Bulldogs. Here comes the pitch. Oh, missing ball 4. That's going to load him up. Bases are loaded now. And a big bat at the plate. And Alex Roldan has been hit by a pitch, has struck out and walked in 3 times for the Bulldogs. On the season, Roldan, a big bat, hitting .364. 9 runs scored, 12 hits, 3 RBIs, and a couple of doubles for the junior. So Roldan, a dangerous guy at the plate, especially with the bases loaded. Pitch missing outside. On deck is going to be Adam Cook. Grady Lewis again trying to close it out here with a 12-run lead. Pitch in for a strike, 1-1 the count. Just at the knees for a strike, 1-1, 2 down. Again, Dogs with the bases loaded here. And they're white with some gold and black trim. Pitch high for a ball. 2-1. Remember, these 2 teams will be at Murphy Friday. And we appreciate you joining us here on the Maroon Devils Network. Had a little snafu early, but hopefully there's a pitch in the dirt. Run is coming from third and will score easily now as the pitch got through. And now second base open, run is in. 18-7 our score with 2 out and a 2-1 count. And they're going to say 3-1 the count. Now the scoreboard gets corrected. Roldan digging back in, 3-1, 2 down. Grady Lewis, big, hard-throwing right-hander. Again, stepping back out is Roldan. Now he's back in the box. Grady looks in, gets the signal. With a 3-1 count, 2 out. Runner going from first. There's a swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. 3-2 the count. So the runner at first rolls into second safely now in scoring position. And a big pitch coming with a 3-2 count with 2 out. And it's going to be in, and that's the ball game. a called third strike with an 11-run lead. The Maroon Devils win it 18-7 here in the 5th inning. So again, with the 10-run mercy rule, the Maroon Devils now will improve on the conference year to 5-3. In third place, as the Murphy Bulldogs will drop to 4-5. But again, these two teams will square off again this Friday at Murphy. Thanks to Josh Gordon for keeping things going here. We hope to join you again soon. I know we'll be here next Tuesday when Hiwassee Dam rolls into town on senior night. Join us then, and until then, so long with the Maroon Devils winning here on the Maroon Devils Network.